John Lewis today, and CT Vivian, and Selma. And I'm remembering a few years ago when Ruth and I visited Selma, and we went to Brown Chapel AME Church. And Brown Chapel was where, during the Selma campaigns in 1965, all the mass meetings were held at Brown Chapel. Hundreds of people would meet before they would march. And on March 7th, 1965, at Brown Chapel, there were about 600 people. And they listened to a meeting, and then they gathered and they went out into the street, and they marched about a half a mile to the Edmund Pettus Bridge, into the arms of the Alabama State Police. And as we know, John Lewis was with them at the front of that line. And so as I stood there in front of Brown Chapel AME, and I was standing on Martin Luther King Street, and of course in 1965 it wasn't called Martin Luther King Street, but I was standing there in front of the church, and I was looking down the street at where the road turns to the left to go to the Edmund Pettus Bridge. And I tried to imagine what those 600 people must have felt like when they left that church, knowing what they were walking into. And I tried to imagine what kind of song they might want to sing as they walked to that bridge. And I realized it was probably a song of hope, a song of solidarity, a song of courage, and a song of peace. So I thought of this, and I wrote this song. It's called Lead Me On, Selma, 1965. And as they walked out of that church, I imagine they might say this: as we go traveling down the way, let us sing, let us pray, and in the darkness give us light. Through the storm, through the night, and lead me on, take hold of my hand, lead me on, take hold of my soul, like a tree planted by the water. Lead me on to my heavenly home. When we were young, it was easy to be strong. Burden was light, the days were long, but now we're weary, and the ending is in sight. Give us strength, give us might, and lead me on, take hold of my hand, lead me on, take hold of my soul, like a tree planted by the water. Lead me on to my heavenly home. For as far as the east is from the west, grant us peace, grant us rest. So I can imagine today, John Lewis and C.T. Vivian are having a cup of tea and organizing heaven. And we're right there with you. Not in heaven, but we're here and we're your hands on earth. So God bless these great men, and let's remember them and roll on and do what we need to do.